pliable infant suddenly started taking a pass on past the baby, giving the cold shoulder to any shoulder but mommy or daddy's. Welcome to stranger anxiety, which really isn't as strange as it sounds. Also known as stranger danger, even when there's no danger in sight, just a big smiling person with outstretched arms seeking a snuggle. Stranger anxiety often rears its fearful, tearful head somewhere around the 8th or 9th month, sometimes earlier, sometimes later, and sometimes never at all. While it seems like a signal that baby has taken a turn for the antisocial, it's actually a sign of maturity, and it's perfectly normal at this stage of development. Why shy away from strangers now? When your little one was younger, she was a lot less picky about the peeps she hung out with. She'd happily pick a lap, any lap, and sit there contentedly until passed to another. Now that she's a tad older and a wee bit wiser, she's clued into the fact that mommy and daddy are the most important people and laps in her life. Everyone else, even once favorite grandparents, takes a back seat, and preferably from her perspective, as far away a seat as possible. What do you do when stranger anxiety has your once budding social butterfly climbing back into his cocoon, offending friendly faces wherever he goes? First, be prepared to be patient. For some babies, this phase will be over in a flash. For others, it may linger for months. But it will pass, and pass more quickly if she's allowed to set the pace. Strangers and friends and relatives won't seem so threatening to her if their advances aren't forced on her. Let her socialize or not socialize on her own terms, and she'll soon realize that she doesn't have to choose between you and others, that no matter whose lap she's in at the moment, your lap is for keeps. Until then, head off hurt feelings by giving family, friends, and approaching strangers a heads up on your little one's social hesitation. Tell them it's not personal, that he's just going through an anxious phase and needs time to warm up. Coach them on how to woo baby without overwhelming him. Slowly does it, or at least has a better shot at it. Instead of trying to scoop him up right away with over-the-top exuberance, suggest they talk softly and move closer at a glacier's pace. Invite them to ply him with toys or games of peekaboo while you hold him securely in your lap, the place he feels safest. If that doesn't break baby's social shell, be patient. Pushing her to come face to face with stranger anxiety and those strangers will only feed those feelings. Gently support and encourage your baby in social situations, but never pressure her into the arms of a stranger when she'd rather bury her face in the security of your armpit. Sit down with baby on the floor so he feels more comfortable interacting with admirers, but don't prod him to smile, perform tricks, or sit in someone else's lap. Let your little one respond to big people when he's ready, letting him know in the meantime that you're always there if he needs a leg to climb on or a shoulder to hide his head in. Here's to your social butterfly finding her wings once again.